structural problem. SYBSc structural problem type A, that will be involving true thickness, vertical thickness and width of outcrop. Yes, so here we are going to study the problem involving true thickness, vertical thickness and width of outcrop. I'll draw the diagram, you also draw the diagram, write down the title, structural problem involving true thickness, vertical thickness and width of outcrop. This is the title for today's practical, first practical. This is the horizontal surface. Yes, draw this diagram. Horizontal surface and this one will be parallel to this thing. So if you want to draw the parallel line, I'll show you how to draw the parallel line. You have the protractor and set square. Yes, you have the protractor and set square. Keep the longest arm parallel to this one. And once keep this one. Slowly come on the lower side and draw the another parallel line, keep the finger and draw the another one. And both of them going to end at one particular point. So this is what we have, the inclined bed. This is the inclined slope or surface will expose. Yes, here we have a hill and here we have the basin. And just I'll take out this part. So now you imagine this is the horizontal surface and this is the inclined bed. You can see this inclined bed will be here, and from the surface it is 100 meter down, 200 meter down. As you go up below that, there will be another 300 meters. This is the inclined bed and this is the horizontal surface. Now with this we have to find out the various points. First we'll see the definition wise. What are the terms are there? The first one, this is your horizontal surface. Write down. This is the horizontal surface. Our short form we will use as HS, horizontal surface. Then this is the upper bedding plane. This is the upper bedding plane. Now below this one it is there, so this will be called as the lower bedding plane. Yes, upper bedding plane, lower bedding plane, and this is called as a bed. So what is a bed? Whatever the distance, if you measure the distance perpendicular to the straight line, we have to take the shortest distance. Yes, to take the shortest distance, what we are going to do now? The longest axis, keep this one parallel to this one, and this is the perpendicular. Both will be perpendicular. This line is perpendicular to top bedding plane as the bottom bedding plane. Yes, upper, or can use the word top here, and instead of word can use the word bottom bedding plane. Top bedding plane and bottom bedding plane. So this, if we measure the distance perpendicular to this one, this will be called as the true thickness. Short form TT will write T capital and the small t. This is called as the true thickness. Remember the definition, we will ask you the definition in the examination, oral. Yes. So here this is called as true thickness. This will be used as HS, horizontal surface. True thickness. This will be your top bedding plane or upper bedding plane. This is the lower bedding plane or bottom bedding plane. Now the next one, if you take a perpendicular distance, if it measure a perpendicular distance to the surface, yes, if it measure perpendicular to the surface, say example, from here, I'll take a perpendicular. So this is the point, 90 degrees. Join these two lines. So you get the perpendicular to the surface and now measure the distance between the top and bottom bedding plane. Distance you have to measure between the top and bottom bedding plane. This will be called as the vertical thickness. And this is the perpendicular to the horizontal surface. We have taken perpendicular to horizontal surface on that line, top bedding plane to the bottom bedding plane. If you measure this as a vertical distance, this will be called as the vertical thickness. This will be your VT. It is called as the vertical thickness. Then, if you measure the top bedding plane, this is the top bedding plane, and this is the bottom bedding plane, which is exposed on horizontal surface. This distance, if you measure, this is called as width of outcrop. W4. So this is the called as width of outcrop on horizontal floor. Width of outcrop on HS. This is on HS, on horizontal surface. If you measure the distance between the top bedding plane to the bottom bedding plane, this distance will be measured as and called as the width of outcrop on horizontal surface. But in case, in any other direction, if in any other direction, say example, if I take this as a horizontal, as a slope, this is the slope, hill slope. So here I'll write down, this is the hill slope. That means this part has been eroded. Now the hill will be here. So if you measure the distance between the top and the bottom bedding plane, this is also called as the width of outcrop on slope, on the given slope or on the hill slope. So this is the width of outcrop on given slope. That is the hill slope. This is on the horizontal slope. So see, remember the terms. First term, horizontal surface. This is the bed. Top bedding plane, bottom bedding plane, both lines should be parallel. Both should be ending at one point. And now if you measure the perpendicular distance between these two, it is called as the true thickness, or it is called as thickness of the bed. True thickness is nothing but the thickness of the bed. If you measure the thickness in any other point, for example, if I measure the thickness, we assume now, instead of using the, I'll use the scale so that straight line you can get it out. If I measure, yes, I measure this thickness. It is not perpendicular to both one. Then it is called as, this is the apparent thickness. Thickness is not measured perpendicular to the both the bedding plane, but it may be in any other direction. Then that is called as apparent thickness. And now what is the relation? True thickness is the shortest distance, and apparent thickness is always greater than the vertical, greater than the true thickness. And what will be the relation between these two? Vertical thickness and true thickness may be equal. At one point they are equal. In which point they are equal? When the bed is horizontal. And draw with other color. Yes, if the bed is horizontal, in this case, if you draw a perpendicular to the both the one and the horizontal is same. So at this point, your true thickness as well as your vertical thickness will be equal when the bed is horizontal. But once the bed is horizontal, both are equal. Otherwise, if the bed is inclined, always true thickness is less than the vertical thickness. Remember, true thickness is always less than the vertical thickness. And vertical thickness you have to measure perpendicular to horizontal surface and measure the distance between the top bedding plane to the bottom bedding plane. No need to measure directly from horizontal surface. You have to measure between top bedding plane and bottom bedding plane. But that the line which you have taken, it should be perpendicular to horizontal surface. So width of outcrop, the top bedding plane and bottom bedding plane, they are exposed on the surface. And if you measure the distance on the horizontal surface, then this will be called as width of outcrop on the horizontal surface, and this will be denoted as WO. Similar one if the hill slope is given, whether it be 10 degree, 20 degree, 40 degree, 50, 60, we have the problem now. So in that, whatever angle is there, and the distance measured along this hill slope between the top bedding plane and bottom bedding plane will be called as the width of outcrop on the given slope.
Please explain.
Yes, the true thickness is perpendicular distance. True thickness is a perpendicular distance between the top bedding plane. It is the top and it is the bottom. 80 नीचे एक है ना? So top measure perpendicular to the top bedding plane and bottom bedding plane. It is the shortest distance and both at 90 degree. Then this is called as true thickness. Vertical thickness you are going to measure perpendicular to the horizontal surface anywhere. But on that, if I take here also, I can take here, anywhere, but up to here. Yes, from this point to this point, if you measure, this is my vertical thickness. But if I take here, you are taken perpendicular to the ground, but what happened? Here we don't have a top bedding plane, the bottom bedding plane is there. So we have to have a line on which you should get the top bedding plane as well as bottom bedding plane. But when you take the perpendicular to the horizontal surface, then that distance will be called as the vertical distance, and it is always greater than the true thickness. Only one condition is there, when the bed is horizontal. At this condition, the true thickness and vertical thickness, they are equal. They are equal, and at this condition, we don't have any width of outcrop because the horizontal bend is there. So that's why we don't get the both junctions will not expose on the horizontal surface. But here, if the bed is inclined, that's why we are going to get both the junctions are exposed on the horizontal surface. And if you measure the distance between top bedding plate and bottom bedding plate, this is the width of outcrop on horizontal surface. If the hill slope is given, say example, assume here we have given you 10 degree. So on that 10 degree line, if you measure from top bedding plane to the bottom bedding plane, this will be the width of outcrop on given slope, on the hill slope. This is the information is here. It is given. The second one, whatever the bed, this is the bottom to top bedding plane, making an angle with the horizontal surface. This will be called as a theta, and this theta will be called as deep of a bed. It is called as the deep of a bed. Whether you can take this side or whether you can take on this side, both have the same angle. So these are the thetas. So this is the deep of a bed. So angle of a bed or deep of a bed. Then true thickness, vertical thickness, width of outcrop, and the last one, apparent thickness. The thickness you are measured between the top and bottom bedding plane rather than the perpendicular distance in any other way. That distance will be called as the apparent thickness. Yes, so this is the first simple information or the introduction about the true thickness, vertical thickness, width of outcrop on the hill, on the ground, and the apparent thickness, and the relation between the true thickness and vertical thickness. So this is on the basis of this problem, we are going to see now next 6 problems. So 6 problems will be there, and these 6 problems we will solve. Out of this, some of the problem I'll give for the homework, and some problem we will solve here. So now take out the next page, write down the problem number 1. This is the type A. Write down type A, problem number 1. I'll dictate, you can write down. Yes, write down a coal seam, C-O-A-L, a coal seam deeping towards north. A coal seam is deeping towards north. A coal seam deeping towards north by an angle of 25 degrees. A coal seam is deeping towards north by 25 degrees is seen to be exposed, on the level ground. Is seen to be exposed on level ground, horizontal surface. The true thickness of the coal seam is 350 meters. The true thickness is 350 meters. The second point is given. The true thickness of the coal seam is 350 meters. Now find. You have to find out the width of outcrop. The width of outcrop on horizontal slope. You have to find out the width of outcrop on horizontal ground. And the second one, and vertical thickness of the coal seam. You have to find out the width of outcrop on horizontal ground and the vertical thickness of the coal seam. I'll read out the problem. See whatever you have written now. Check it out. Your problem. Problem number 1. A coal seam deeping towards north by an angle of 25 degrees is seen to be exposed on level ground. The true thickness of the coal seam is 350 meters. The coal seam is seen to be exposed at the level ground. The true thickness of the coal seam is 350 meters, 350 meters. Find number 1, width of outcrop on horizontal ground, and second, vertical thickness of the coal seam. So this is the problem now. We have to solve. I'll just first what we will do now. Here there is the directions are given. That is the bed is dipping towards north. First we'll see the conventional signs how we are going to make out. So whenever the board is there, the top is always north and bottom is always south. And your right hand side, where it is there, it is the east. And whatever your left hand side is there, it is the west. So this is the normal conventions about what we have the board. So your page also, top is north, bottom is south, right hand side is east, and it is the west. Now here what is given? The bed is dipping towards north. But now what I am going to do it now, just I make a small construction now. This is my horizontal surface. The bed is dipping towards north. So whether I should write the north here or I can write the north here. So what will there? So your clock will go in this direction. So if the north is there, the north has to come this side and south has to become on this side. Remember now, we have to turn this way. So north will be this side and south will be this side. So this is the simple. So this will be required for the hereafter the next problems. First, in the center, some space can leave it out for the what you are written the problem. This is your horizontal surface. So this is your north and this is the south. And make a center point, make a point over here, and from there with the protractor, how much you have to take? 25 degrees. So keep the protractor parallel and measure the 25 degree point, mark the point, and now with the scale, join the point, these 2 points. If you, while joining this one, if slightly the line goes up, then there will be variation will come in the thickness, whatever the answer you are going to calculate. So this is the grid I have drawn. I'll make the enlarge. This is where I got the first part, the hint. Now if I get the next one, true thickness is given 350 meters. True thickness is given 350 meters. If I take this side, the problem go out of the page. So we have to measure from here any point. From that point, again take a 90 degree. Plot a 90 degree point. Yes. And simply rough line you can draw. Here you have to measure the 350. So on this, measure 3.5. So if I take this one, it will become very small. So I take a big one. So I assume now this is 3.5. So now we have to draw a parallel line. What we have taken now. So you should have the protractor and set square. Yes. Now the longest arm you have to keep parallel to this one. Yes. And the shortest arm keep on the side. There should not be any space between them. If you go out, no problem. Nothing. There is no space. And with the one finger, you have to put it out. Now slowly bring it down, this protractor down, till wherever you have the point is there. If you have any problem, come again, make a parallel. Now shift it out. Yes, while shifting, if you shake this one, you don't get a parallel line. So again come to this, again fix it out, and with the pressure, keep fixed and slowly bring out this point. And now here the point is there. Just take out this one and keep your fingers here. Yes, you have to draw a line which is passing from this point, and with the full scale, draw a parallel line which we have drawn from this point, and you have to expose. Yes. And if it is not joining, extend your point. Now, extend the lines and see, because here we have the first answer is there. So you got these 2 points, 2 lines you are drawn. Now, mark this one. This is your true thickness, right down here. True thickness you are taken as 350 liters. This is the short form used, top bedding plane, and it is the bottom bedding plane. So use the short form. If you write down, it is a very big one. Everyone writing will be different. So no, use the all capital one, top bedding plane, bottom bedding plane, true thickness. Now your first question is there. What you have to find out? The width of outcrop on the horizontal slope. So you have to measure the distance from this point to this point. And this is your width of outcrop. So here, this is your first question. So you have to measure the distance between these 2 points. Who is going to measure and let me know how much you got? This is the first questions here, answer you have to find out. Next one is you have to find out the vertical thickness. So you have to take a perpendicular. So you have the protractor, keep this one arm and come closer to this point wherever you get. You can start from this side, the top bedding plane, the bottom bedding plane, slightly shift, and now, or can get some other place. Now I'll do it. Yes, I have drawn the VT, and this VT I have taken perpendicular to the horizontal surface, and this answer we have to find out. So answers you have to write down over here. First answer, width of outcrop, how much is there, and second one is the vertical thickness. And very important one, top of the problem, what we have taken, the scale. Yes, without fail, we have to write down the scale. Scale is 1 centimeter is equal to 100 meters. If you forget to write this scale, your marks will be deducted. You solve it out and let me know. I'll give you 5 minutes. Find out the answers, width of outcrop and the vertical thickness. Both lines should be parallel. If they are not parallel, second one, it is the line distance you have to measure perpendicular to both the lines. Then only get the true thickness. And vertical thickness perpendicular to horizontal surface, distance between the top bedding plane and bottom bedding plane. That is your VT, vertical thickness. We have to make out that whatever we have taken the angle, how much we have taken the angle, write down, mention it out, it is the 25 degrees.
Sir, how to draw bottom bedding plane?
in the center, mark 1 point, this point. And from here, keep the protractor, see the straight line was showing you now, line and length. So I am keeping this one, 25 degrees, mark a 1 point, then these 2 points and continue the line. Once you draw a complete line from here, take a perpendicular distance and plot a 3.5 centimeters and draw a parallel line. How to draw the parallel line? That I also shown you. Keep the protractor parallel to this one, this position, and bring it out here, and then from that point you have to draw the line. Take this one and draw the line. Measure this distance, this point and this point. This is your width of outcrop. And second one, width of vertical thickness. This point to this point you have to measure. Hurry up fast. Vertical thickness is 385 meters. That is 3.85 meters. And width of outcrop is 815 meters. Write down on that sheet and we'll go to the next. Whatever the thing is there, if you make the practice, then after that you can make the again, come to this problem. Don't waste the time now here. Now take down the next problem, number 2. Next page. No need to solve it back to back. Separate sheet, you can do it out. Write down the problem. A conglomerate bed, write down, a conglomerate bed dips towards east. A conglomerate bed dips towards east by an angle of 40 degrees. A conglomerate bed dips towards east by angle of 40 degrees. Conglomerate bed dips towards east by an angle of 40 degrees. So towards east, the bed is deep by 40 degrees. This is the first point is given. Second, it is exposed on eastern slope. It is exposed on eastern slope with 10 degree slope. So hill slope is given. It is again towards the east. That is 10 degree. It is exposed on the eastern slope with 10 degree slope angle. The third point, if the true thickness of the bed, is the true thickness is given. The true thickness of the bed is 300 meters. The true thickness is given 300 meters. Find the width of outcrop. Find the width of outcrop on the given slope. The width of outcrop on the given slope or on the hill slope. The width of outcrop along the given slope or oblique hill slope. I'll read out the problem again. A conglomerate bed dips towards east by an angle of 40 degrees. It is exposed on eastern slope with 10 degree slope angle. If the true thickness of the bed is 300 meters, find the width of outcrop along the given slope. Again, the scale as usual, 1 centimeter is equal to 100 meters. This is a very, very important one. You have to mention every problem. You have to mention that here we have taken the scale is 1 centimeter equal to 100 meters. Now, horizontal surface. You have to draw next one, the horizontal surface with your large scale, bigger scale, and mark the center point. You don't need to point any left or right. Exactly center. Now here east is given. So east west. So right hand is your east. So this is your east side and this is your west side. Remember now, yes, east and west, north, south. So here east is given. So we have to focus east on your right hand side and west on left hand side. The first one, here it is given the 40 degree. The conglomerate bed dips towards east by an angle of 40 degrees. So keep the point in the center, protractor, and this arm of the protractor make it parallel to the horizontal line what you have drawn. Measure from this side. No need to measure because it is towards east. So 0, 10, 20, 30, 40. Mark the point 40 degree And now with the scale, join these 2 points. Yes. With the 40 degree, we have taken the 40 degree towards east, and this is the conglomerate bed. So it is the top bedding plane. Now I confirm the top bedding plane. If I take on this side, the problem will go out of the page. So this will be top, and now you have to take the whatever the next point is given, true thickness. No need to go for 10 degree. First we'll go for the true thickness. 300 meter is the true thickness. Now keep this protractor. Now you can take the protractor. I'll go directly with the scale because I have the practice. The longest arm I'll keep and I'll measure how much it is there, 3 centimeters. Plot the point, and now to that point I'll draw a parallel line with the help of the protractor and set square. Yes. Keep these 2 things. Keep this exactly parallel to this point. And now the next one, longest arm is exactly parallel. If slightly deviation is there, fix up, slowly come down till it reaches the point where we have been taken. Then after that, take off this one, keep this finger and draw a sharp line so that you can draw the next one with the full scale. Draw a parallel one. If you have a doubt, bring out. So whatever you have drawn, it is perfect. See that it should be drawn parallel line, and see that it should be ending at both the points. So top bedding plane, this is the bottom bedding plane we have drawn. And what we have taken, the true thickness we have taken. This is taken how much? 300 meters. Write down the value. This is given now. Next one is 10 degree hill slope. If I take from this side, I'm going to get the top junction. Bottom junction will not be on that line. So I have to take from this bottom junction 10 degree slope towards this side. Towards where? Towards the east. All these are towards the east. East 40 degree, we have taken this 40 degree. Now east 10 degree. Instead of taking it from here, I'll take from the bottom point. So from that bottom point, take the protractor here and take the 10 degree and join the point with your scale. This is a small scale. This is the hill slope. So you have to show a dotted one. So you get the idea. This is your hill slope. I have drawn the hill slope, and this is the 10 degree we have taken. And now look at the 100. Now here we have to say on this particular slope we have to measure the width of outcrop on the given slope. So this is your width of outcrop on the given slope. We have to measure out between the top bedding plane and bottom bedding plane on the hill slope. That is your answer. You have to write down width of outcrop. Find out this answer. Similarly, if you want the practice, draw perpendicular. You can make out the VT. That also you can do it out. And here 10 degree you have mentioned. And here you can mention this is the what? This is your hill slope. Write down. So you get the idea. This is the hill slope. Use the different pencil for showing this particular point. So you get the idea that this is the bed and this is the hill slope. So width of outcrop will be here on the horizontal surface, and this is the width of outcrop on given slope. The problem should be exactly in the center of the page. It should not be too on the top or should be too on the bottom. It should be in the center, and it should not be go towards the right hand side or left hand side. It is perfectly in the center. So it looks nice. and examiner will be impressed with the presentation. The presentation also have the marks. Psychologically, the examiner impressed. Your systematic is there. Draw the line perfection. No error is there. Eraser not used. So with the free hand you are done, then you will get the maximum marks. If your answer may be very case true thickness, if you take 290 meters or you have taken 310 meters, your width of outcrop will immediately change. So increase or decrease based on this one. If your lines are not parallel, bedding plane, top bedding plane, bottom bedding plane, then there is also a problem. You are not going to get the proper answer. Similar one, if you have not taken the angle properly, if one mistake you have done, everything, everywhere there will be a mistake. So first question, second question, you are going to get answer will be ready. So you have to start from basic. 40 degree take properly, take the points properly, join them, draw a parallel line, taking the point in between 300 meters, that is 3 centimeters. Plot this point, draw a parallel line. Once you done this one, then 10 degree from this side, then you will get the correct answer. Who is going to give me the answer? I will not write the answer here. Who will be giving me the first answer width of outcrop on the given slope?
280.
How much?
280.
280. That means you have done very small. I want this one, the distance between the 10 degree. Yes, top bedding plane, bottom bedding on the same slope. I want the answer. It is not 280 is a very small answer. 3 centimeter. If you have not taken this 3 centimeter, everything goes wrong. These two should be parallel. Next one, this angle you have taken initial one, it should be 40 degree. This line you have drawn, it should be horizontal. If it is just tilting, your program is also tilting, your answers will be goes wrong, everything will wrong and you don't get the full marks. Perfect horizontal line, from there center point, take a 40 degree, get this line, from there take a perpendicular at the 300 centimeter plot the point and draw a parallel line from this point. Then you will get the 10 degree from this point, draw a dotted line and the distance between these two junctions will give you the width of outcrop on the given hill slope.
6 centimeter.
How much?
6 centimeter.
6 centimeter. Good. That is 600 meters. Answer will be your 600, but accurate one is 595. Slight error is there, no problem, but we'll get full marks. The correct answer is 595 meters. It is all correctly without error. It should be there. Slight may be there, but up to 605 or 685. These answers will get full marks. But above this one or below this one, if we have your answers, the marks will be deducted. Meters will be enough. From here, plus or minus 10 meters, the answer will be correct. But above this, 15 or 10 meters above, it is wrong. You will get the marks. All the labelings, that is a very important one. It looks nice. Examiner is impressed with the presentation. That means you know everything. That shows the examiner that you know everything and you do this particular problem confidently. And you yourself is get confident where you have the problem, immediately will sort it out. Tell me your problem, what is you got the answers. Now problem number 3 will be as a homework now. Instead of giving the angle 10 degree here, the angle will be given on the west side, 40 degree. So you have to measure the 40 degree from here and you have to take the width of outcrop on that particular hill slope. Yes, that will be the next one. I'll give that scanned copy. You can sort it out and this will be your homework. Problem number 3 will be homework. Write down. Now we'll directly go to the problem number 4 now. Write down the problem number 4. Yes, write down problem number 4. A hill has a slope. A hill has a slope 40 degree towards north. A hill has a slope of 40 degree towards north and 30 degree towards south. So a hill has a slope. 2 hill slopes are there. One is 40 degree towards north and 30 degree towards south. These 2 points are given. A hill has a slope of 40 degree towards north and 30 degree towards south. Top junction. Now here they have mentioned top junction of the sandstone bed. Top junction of the sandstone bed is exposed on northern slope. Top junction of the sandstone bed is exposed on northern slope at a distance of 300 meters. So top junction is exposed on northern slope at 350 meters. Top junction of sandstone bed is exposed on the northern slope at a distance of 300 meters. And on the south slope, the top junction is exposed at 200 meters. Top junction from south, it is exposed at 200 meters. Use the short form. This is the way you can construct your problem. So here a hill has a slope of 40 degree towards north, 30 degree towards south. Top junction of sandstone bed is exposed on northern slope at a distance of 300 meters and on the southern slope at 200 meters. Now what is given third point? If the width of outcrop on northern slope is 250 meters. The width of outcrop on northern slope is given 250 meters. Now you have to find out. Now find first true thickness, second vertical thickness, and the third one deep direction and amount. So you have to find out true thickness, vertical thickness, deep direction and deep amount. The scale as usual 1 centimeter is equal to 100 meters. I'll read out the problem and then we'll go for the construction, and you also solve simultaneously with me. A hill has a slope of 40 degree towards north and 30 degree towards south. Top junction of sandstone bed is exposed on northern slope at a distance of 300 meters and on the southern slope at a distance of 200 meters. If the width of outcrop on northern slope is given 250 meters, find true thickness, vertical thickness, width of outcrop on the southern slope, deep direction and deep amount. So width of outcrop also you have to find out on southern slope. Width of outcrop on the southern slope also you have to find out. So this is the 4 points you have to find out now. Scale as usual we use 1 centimeter is equal to 100 meters. This is your horizontal surface. Now here what is happening? North and south is given. So this is your north and this will be your south. And now center point. Yes, mark the center point and one at a time 40 degree towards north and 30 degree towards south. These 2 points you can take at a one time. No need to take it separately. Keep the protractor parallel to your horizontal surface. And now 40 degree towards north. 10, 20, 30, 40. So this is the 40 degree towards north and 30 degree towards south. 10, 20 and this is the 30. So you have drawn the 2 points. Now join these 2 points to the center point where from where you have taken the angle. This is the one. This is 2. Yes? And all these are hill slopes. These are the hill slopes. This is not the best. Hill slopes are there. You can show as a dotted one. And now measure. This is the 40 degree you have taken. And this side you have taken the 30 degree. Yes? The next one, this you have taken now, 40 degree you have taken, 30 degree you have taken. Now the next one, true thickness, the top bedding plane on the northern slope. This top bedding plane is exposed at the northern slope at a distance of 350. So from that center point, 350 meters point. Yes, 3 meters. I'm just taking up. Okay, this is my 350 meters. This is my point 350 meters, and this side here is 200 meters. So again, measure. This is my 200. So this is the top bedding plane on south. This is the top bedding plane on bottom. So if I join these 2 points, I'm going to get a bed. So this bed I will draw with some other color. Yes, this is the top bedding plane. We got top bedding plane, and this distance I have taken as how much? 350 meters. Here it is taken 200 meters. This point. And now on this particular width of outcrop on the northern slope is given 250. So from this point we have to take the other one, 250 centimeters, plot the point. Now you have to draw a parallel line. Yes, if it is protractor to this point, now slowly come down, and from that point draw the parallel bed. So this is your bedding plane. This is your bottom bedding plane now. Yes. See that this should be end and this should be end exactly where it is meet the horizontal surface, because width of outcrop we have to find out. Yes, the first point, this is given, we have taken 250 meters, and this is the width of outcrop on the slope, and this width of outcrop we have to find out between these 2 points. Then we have to find out what will be this angle is there. We have to find out the second one, this point, theta we have to find out. The third point, the width of outcrop on horizontal surface, we have to find out. This is the third one. So this one, this is second, and this third. If you want practice true thickness, take a perpendicular distance between these two, get it true thickness. Then perpendicular to horizontal surface, now towards other side, take a perpendicular. This is your BT. How much is the BT? Find out. So these are the things we can get it. We have to find out from this particular problem now. First simple. First horizontal surface you have to draw from the center 40 degree. Draw this line. 30 degree, join these 2 points. From here here it is 350. From here 200, these 2 points, join these 2 points, join up to here, draw the line, and from here we have to give the width of outcrop is given 250, distance between these 2, get this point, and parallel to this, you have to draw this line. Then we get all the answers. Now, to help you, my video has been uploaded now, A and B, both the problem, it will be uploaded as a one video. It is up to, I think, 1.5 hours is there. Then third practical is there. That also I have been uploaded. All 3 practical uploaded now. You can go and visit now after the evening time. Whenever you are free, you can go and check it out. This particular problem link is also given. The syllabus I have shared. In that I have given you the link of the videos. If you want separately, I will put the separate link of these videos on the WhatsApp group. And the solve problem, I'll take all the scans and I'll upload now, and everyone has to solve these problems, and this is your exercise. 6 problems we are going to solve, I think 8 or 9 problems are there in a first case. Yes, 9 problems are there. A type, we have 9 problems. So out of the 9 problems, I am going to take only 4. Rest one will be homework. That problems as well as along with this, you have to upload. This will be your first assignment. First practical assignment will be there from my side, and marks will be there. Remember, I am giving the marks. Those who are absent, they will get the 0. 9 problems are there today in A type. B type, there is again 6 or 7 are there. Problem number 4, who has finished? I'll write the answers. Write down and you can check it out later on. True thickness, you have to get 110 meters. Width of outcrop on the given slope on the horizontal surface. Width of outcrop on horizontal surface should be 160 meters. And the third one, deep direction and deep amount. It will be now, see which side it is there. It is towards north. You have to measure this one. That is the 13 degree towards north. It should be 13 degrees. If you don't get the 13 degrees, everything will be, answer will vary. If you get 12 degrees, then true thickness, vertical thickness will be varies. If you got 14 also, they are going to vary. Down, the problem number 5 will be homework now. In the evening, I will be scan and I will upload now after this practical. Problem number 5 will be your homework. Then problem number 6 will solve. Write down the problem number 6 now. A hill has a slope of 20 degree. A hill has a slope of 20 degree north. A hill has a slope of 20 degree north and 50 degree south. A hill has a slope of 20 degree north and 50 degree south. Top and bottom junctions of the coal seam, top and bottom junctions of the coal seam are exposed on northern slope. Top and bottom junction is exposed on northern. Earlier problem, only top junction is given on north and south. But here, one side they are given top and bottom. So, top and bottom beds are exposed at a distance of 200 meters and 500 meters. The top and bottom junctions of the coal seam are exposed on northern slope at 200 meters and 500 meters respectively. If the coal seam is deeping by an angle of 20 degree, a coal seam is deeping by angle of 20 degree south. This is the important mark where you have to do it out. If the width of, if the coal seam is deeping by an angle of 20 degree towards south, find true thickness, vertical thickness, find true thickness, vertical thickness, distance at which the junctions of the coal seam will be exposed from the top, of the hill on the southern, means from the top you have to find out the beds which are exposed, top junction as well as bottom junction which is exposed on the southern slope, you have to find out. So what you have to find out? True thickness, vertical thickness, distances at which the junctions of the coal seam will be exposed from the top of the hill on the southern slope. Scale again, 1 centimeter is equal to 100 meters. I'll read out. Now take whatever you have written now. A hill has a slope of 20 degree north, 50 degree south. Top and bottom junctions of the coal seam are exposed on northern slope at a distance of 200 meters, 200 meters and 500 meters, 500 meters, 200 meters and 500 meters respectively from the top. Then if the coal seam is deeping by an angle of 20 degree, if the coal seam is deeping by an angle of 20 degrees south, find true thickness, vertical thickness, find true thickness, vertical thickness, distances at which the junctions of the coal seam will be exposed from top of the hill on the southern slope. So this is the problem number 6, and scale again 1 centimeter is equal to 100 meters. Now start yourself, see how much you have been understood now. Then I'll solve simultaneously. We'll see how much you have understood now. For 20 degree and 50 degree south. So this is the direction north and this is the south. So towards the north, how much is there? 20 degree. This is the north we have found here. We have to take the angle 20 degree towards north and 50 degree towards south. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 degree towards south. Join these 2 points by your scale so that you can get the hill slopes. You can show the dotted lines. This is the hill slope. Right on, so you don't have confusion whether it is a bed or this is the hill slope on the southern side. So south we have taken 50 degree and towards the north we have taken 20 degree. 500, 50 degree and 20 degree. Draw now everyone. This one you can construct 50 degree north and 50 degree south. Now top and bottom junction of the coal seam is exposed on northern slope at 200 and 500. So with the scale measure 200 and 500 on north. On the north slope, I take roughly now is 200 meters and 500 meters. These 2 points. I have taken 200 and 500 points, top junction and bottom junction on the northern slope. Yes, that is the done. Everyone do it now this point. From the top 200 and from here 500 meters. So that means here exactly the 3 centimeter will be there. Then the hill slope, very important. If the coal seam is deeping by an angle of 20 degree, now coal seam is deeping by an angle of 20 degree. So what you have, these 2 points are there. So this line, what you have drawn, the horizontal line, take a parallel line to this bottom one. So that this is your horizontal projection. So we have brought the horizontal surface on the lower side to get the angle of the coal seam from anyone, whether top bedding plane or bottom bedding plane. But top is the better one, you can get from the top. Now we have taken the projection and now from this particular point, we have to take the hill slope. How much is the hill slope is there? The bed is dipping by 20 degree towards south. So it is dipping towards south. So you have to take from here, not from here. You have to take from here the 20 degree. So this is your 20 degree. Now join these 2 points. This is the dark line now. This is the bed is there. Yes, up to your surface. Now next one parallel you have to draw from here. So that if your protractor at any place, but this point should be come on the line We now go down. So still bring your protractor very close. Yes, I got the point. See that this point has matched, but this has to go. But here we get the angle. So the answer itself here we have. We'll find out what is that 20 degrees. So that is very clear. It has to be completed. Yes. Now, this point, we have to find out the top bedding plane and bottom bedding plane. They are exposed from the surface. How much distance is there? This much distance, what is there? Then from this one to this one, what is there? So we have to find out the top surface which is exposed on the south and bottom surface exposed on the given hill slope. You have to find out this answer. Then the second one, what is it going to ask you? True thickness. So the true thickness, any point is the perpendicular. This is your true thickness. Anywhere you can take the vertical thickness, I take that too far so that it should not be disturb your other answers. Measure the distance between the top and bottom bedding plane. This is the top bedding plane and this is the bottom bedding plane. Exactly one above the other, you can write down just levelings, and this is your vertical thickness. You have to find out. This is the true thickness you have to find out. Then the width of outcrop is already given 300 meters here. You have to find out the points are given, plus you can get this one. How much is there? And similarly, if you want one more thing, then this point you can extend. It's going out of the page. Yes, out of the screen it is going out. So width of outcrop, we get on this point, then width of outcrop on the horizontal slope. Find out that also. But that is not been asked because it is going out of the page. But the important one, the top bedding plane exposed at southern slope and the top bedding, bottom bedding plane exposed from the top. At what distance we have to find out? True thickness, vertical thickness, and the on the southern slope, top bedding plane exposed from surface. Bottom bedding plane exposed from the surface. You have to measure from this distance, this, from here to here, and find out the answers. Time is now 2:50. 10 minutes. Within the 10 minutes, you have to solve now. Already 10 minutes we have taken. Step by step we have been solved. Now next 10 minutes at 3 o'clock, I want your answers. You see how many are going to find out the answers to this particular problem now. Who has finished? Still we have 4 minutes are there. If anybody has got the answers, let me know. Kunal, Neha, you got the answer?
Yes, sir.
Tell me the answer.
Meters.
How much error is there? No problem. Then the with the top junction exposed on southern slope. Top junction on southern slope from surface exposed at how much centimeter? Exposed at how many centimeters? And how many meters? It should be 2.6 centimeters. It should be 260 meters. The top junction, this point, from the surface, this point should be 260 meters. And the bottom junction on the southern slope from the top surface, it should be exposed at 660 meters. See now how much variation you got. If we have 1 millimeter difference in vertical and true thickness, how much you have got the difference, whether 2 centimeters 3 centimeter, whether 300, 680, 90, how much you got? Take yourself. Then the problem number 7, I'll give you a homework. Yes, that is a simple problem is there. That is the, directly they are giving the width of outcrop, and from there you have to find out the top and bottom bedding plane. So that will be easy. So 7 I will give as a homework. Then yes, problem number 8 we have to take, because there is a total different construction is there. Write down now problem number 8. Then problem number 9, again I'll give you a homework, because it is exactly parallel, similar to the problem number 8. So problem number 8 now. A conglomerate bed is deeping. A conglomerate bed is deeping by 15 degree towards southwest. A conglomerate bed deeping by 15 degree towards southwest has a true thickness of 180 meters. A conglomerate bed deeping by 15 degree towards southwest has a true thickness of 180 meters. True thickness of 180 meters. Fine. Number 1, hill slopes over which the limestone will have width of outcrop 250 meters. A hill slope over which the limestone will have width of outcrop of 250 meters. That is the first one here to find out. Hill slopes over which the limestone will have width of outcrop of 250 meters. And the second we have to find out width of outcrop and width of outcrop on imaginary horizontal surface, width of outcrop on horizontal imaginary surface, southwest, northeast. You have to find out the width of outcrop on imaginary horizontal surface, that is southwest, northeast. Sometimes they, instead of giving you southwest, northeast, they might give you the reverse, wrong directions. So there, if the wrong directions are there, you have to write down answer is 0, because it is what is given now, southwest is given, so ultimately opposite is northeast. So southwest and northeast is given, it is correct. But in case in the examination, instead of southwest, northeast, if something else is given, then there you have the answer, you have to write down, it is not dipping in this particular direction, so answer is 0. So a conglomerate bed dipping by 15 degree towards southwest has a true thickness of 180 meters. Find the hill slopes over which the limestone will have width of outcrop of 250 meters, and second, width of outcrop on imaginary horizontal surface, that is southwest, northeast, and the scale will be again 1 centimeter is equal to 100 meters. What we have, the horizontal surface. Now here it is given southwest and northeast. So north is here, so if it reverse, the northeast is here in this. So if you take northeast here, it is correct. Northeast will be here and southwest will be on this side. So this is the position, you have to check it out. So where should we take these 2 points? And now plot a point, center point. It is dipping towards southwest 15 degree. Southwest 15 degree. So from here, from that point, 15 point, 10, and this is the 15. So I'll just take a bigger one, because here you can't get the idea how much is there. This is what we have, the 15 degree. The conglomerate dipping 15 degree towards southwest. So it is the top bedding plane. If you take the problem here, it goes out of the page. So the rest one you have to take on the lower side. The next one, what is given, has a true thickness is 180 meters. So here simply perpendicular distance you have to measure between the top and beginning. How much it is? It is 250. So I'll just take a roughly now, because if I take a smaller one, then it will be a confusion. You can't see very clear on this live video. So I have taken a much higher point. Thickness. See, there should not be any gap. If gap is there, you will come back and check it out properly. This is the line, and now with the full scale, draw that line. So this is the bed, top bearing plane, and this is the bottom bearing plane. And now we are taking two thickness, 215 meters. This is the given now. Yes, whatever the things are given, we have been plotted now. Conglomerate bed DP 15 degree towards southwest and has a true thickness of 250. We have drawn this one. We got a bed. Now next one. What do you have to find out? The hill slope over which the limestone will have a width of outcrop 250. So hill slope over which the limestone will have a width of outcrop 250 and the width of outcrop on imaginary hot surface southwest northwest. So southwest northwest. So this is here. So this is your width of outcrop on southwest northeast. You have to find out. So this is your first answer. Now second one, what you have to do now? With your protractor, yes, from this side, start 250 now, yes. What is the top hill slope over which the limestone will have width of outcrop is 250. Width of outcrop 250. So from this side, you have to start rotate the point till the 2.5 centimeter point join this particular point between these two. Say now, assume now here I got 2.5 centimeter between these two distances. So make a dotted one. Yes, this is your 2.5 centimeter. You have taken this distance from this to this, from this side. Similarly, from this side also you have to take the reverse one. Yes, from here also, from this point, wherever the 2.5 centimeter is there. For example, here we have 2.5 centimeter. Then make the dotted again. And now we have to extend these two hill slopes. This one. Now what we have to find out how much is this angle. This one. And this angle we have to find out. So this is the answers we have to find out. Simple one, width of outcrop on northeast southwest. How much you got? It will be 670 meters. Then the second one, the second point which is there, the hill slope on the limestone on southwest side, hill slope on this side, hill slope on southwest side, we are going to get how much angle is there? It is 61 degree. Here it is 61 degree, and from here again you have to measure this angle. How much angle is there? Is the 30 degree. The third one towards the northeast. How much is there? This is the 30 degree. So this answer you have to find out. If anyone has a variation, you have to check properly. keep your protractor or any scale, slowly shift it out. Wherever this point join 2.5 centimeter, that plot the point and draw the heel slope. Similar, keep this scale here and start measuring 2.5 centimeter from this point to the lower one. Wherever it joins 2.5 centimeter, plot that point and join these two. So you will get this heel slope. So these are the heel slopes. It is went down both sides, and for the heel slopes you use the dotted one. 9th is similar one. So that completes the first part, the problem A. So whatever the solved problems, we can solve all the 9 problems which are there. We already solved some of the problems. Take out the answer with this sheet, and whatever the exercise there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9 problems, attach, and next practical what we have, before that you have to submit. So those who are not submitted on Thursday till Wednesday night 12 o'clock, we have a time. But Thursday if you put, I'm not giving you the marks. So exercise will be there, 1 to 9 problems. You have to solve it and scan it, and you have to submit it on the Google Classroom. I'll make this folder, and this exercise over there, I'll put it over there, and all the whatever the exercise is there, you have to put it over there. Or simply those who have a problem to upload on the Google Classroom, they can scan and upload on the geology, SYBSE geology WhatsApp group. But first one, you can put it on the Google Classroom, so we'll have a record who has done attendance, everything will be there. So do it this 1 to 9 problems, solve. I'll just make a scan and I'll upload on Google Classroom today itself. Here we can solve. I am now putting your assignment on the Google Classroom. From there you can download the material, and the same material you can put into the WhatsApp group also, so that you can, from there also you can download and make your exercise. And the last date I have given Wednesday till 12 o'clock.